small and mighty crowd this morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Toronto. I'm Helen Valleau. I am emceeing this morning, replacing Reverend Jonathan Zenz, who is in California. He just finished the Asilomar Conference, and today is singing An Ordinary Day at the NoHo Arts Center because he thought he should bring a Canadian song down to the U.S. So, hello, Jonathan, if you're watching, because I know it's still early for you there. And hello to everybody else who's online. Welcome. And to start off this morning, I'm going to start off with some announcements here. Just so you know, for the month of August, there is no Dynamic Kids program. And Sunday, August 12th, is the last day that we are collecting pennies for our fundraiser. So get your pennies in. They will be counted, and you will have an opportunity to guess at how much is in our penny jars, that's plural. And the closest guess will receive, I believe it's the 100 Signs of Mind 100 series for free in classes. So that's a pretty good prize, I'd say. Let's see. Oh, this Tuesday, August 14th is our board meeting at 7 p.m. So you're all welcome to come and join us. Anyone who is a member of the center is welcome to attend a board meeting. On the 18th and 26th, we are collecting the ballots for the pennies. And then on Monday, August 27th, our mental muscle starts up again with Reverend Jonathan Zenz. And for those of you who have taken mental muscle, I know that it was very powerful. Yes? Yes. So that is going to happen on Mondays and Thursdays, evening classes, and the time is to be announced. On Wednesday, September 5th, the Science of Mind 101 starts. That's the spiritual path. It is $135 for members if you pay before August 27th, $160 to non-members, and the textbook that you need for that is, of course, the Science of Mind book written by Ernest Holmes. Now, let me just tell you about Science of Mind 100. If you really want to learn how to use these principles and embody the principle of prayer in your life and really understand them, this is a class to take. It is also a foundation class for all the other classes at the center. So you can sign up for that at the bookstore. And registration for classes is also going to be available through PayPal starting Monday, August 13th. Now on Tuesday, September 27th, Science of Mind 207, the Edinburgh Lectures of Thomas Troward. This course is required for anyone who is wanting to go into practitioner studies. You need to get this book here. There you go. It is a phenomenal course, and I will say when I took the Edinburgh Lectures, that's when the penny dropped for me. That's when I understood the laws of the universe. It is powerful. He wrote this course in the late 1800s. He wrote his lectures. He was a judge who studied in India, lived in England. Phenomenal, phenomenal writer, phenomenal man, and a course well worth taking. And any newcomers, you're welcome to sign up for our newsletter at the bookstore. We have volunteer opportunities still available. We have a tech position for camera and sound. And also we are looking for youth mentors for our children's dynamic children's program, which is on a hiatus for this month, but we still need more people, so you're welcome to come and sign up. And for those of you who want spiritual mind treatment for something that you would like to shift in your life, we have ballots that you can fill out over in the lobby. And as well, we're here on Sundays. If you would like treatment with a practitioner intern, I am a practitioner intern. Our guest speaker today, Helen De Nobrega, is a practitioner intern. Our practitioner of the day, Margaret Snider, is also a practitioner intern. So please come and see us, and we're happy to do treatment with you. The other thing I want to mention is every month the center tithes a certain percentage that we receive from your tithe that goes to something that either spiritually feeds us or is a cause that is near and dear to our hearts. And I just would like you to know that $267 was donated to the Rebecca Wingo Fund from CSL Aurora. She lost her life in the shootings, and a fund has been set up for her in her name to help her two daughters. So we've donated that money. That is worth an applause. And also, as you know, Reverend Jonathan Zenz is passionate about social media. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and you can also, when you sign up for our newsletter or you go to the website, you can, of course, see us live streaming on Sundays. All right, I think that's it for the announcements. This is the first Sunday of the month, so we have the birthday anniversary draw. Who has a birthday here in August? Raise your hand. We're going to pass out some ballots. Oh,
yeah.
A couple of people there. Keep your hand raised. So
Or
that,
an anniversary.
Or an anniversary.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, one's in there. And I think, are we going to sing happy birthday and happy anniversary?
Absolutely.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
All right. So, Derek, if you bring that up, and who are we going to have choose? Maybe Pierre. How would you like to choose the ballot?
I would love to choose.
All right. Oh, it's Helen De Nobrega! Yay! And it goes to a registered charity called the Center for Spiritual Living Toronto. Yay, thank you, Ellen. How wonderful. And you're speaking today as well. So what a great way to celebrate your birthday. Thank you. Now, let's start off by reading our Declaration of Principles. And that is found on the back page of the first page, otherwise known as page number 2. And we will speak them out loud. And as you're speaking these words, see how they resonate for you. Allow yourself to be open to receiving what these words mean for you, and we will speak them out loud together. I believe that the spiritual and material universe are one. I believe that whether I call it God, spirit, energy, or universal consciousness, every person, place, and thing emanates from this one creative source. I believe that spirit is an infinite, loving intelligence operating in and through all life, never separate from anyone or anything. I believe in cause and effect. I believe that it is done unto me as I believe, and as I think, so I become. I live this now, and I rejoice in it. And so it is. And I would like to invite Judy up to the mic to do our readings this morning. Thank you, Judy.
This story is found in the Science of Mind magazine, and it's narrated by a dog named Murphy. He's talking to Reverend Bob, who wrote the daily readings for August. And those of you who are cat lovers like me, you can substitute cat if you like, but it works better because God spelled backwards is dog. Hello, my name is Murphy, and I have asked Reverend Bob to let me talk to you. Bob thinks I'm a rescue dog and that he saved my life. He thinks I'm a 12-pound Lhasa Apso dog, and he needed to think he saved me because he could not save himself. You see, he suffered from the human condition called separation. The truth is that he felt closer to me than God. I think I was able to help him because he saw the spark of God in me. You see, Bob had fallen asleep, and I was on the path to his awakening. Often people in his state of mind come to rescue shelters. I can relate. They think they're there to rescue an animal and don't realize they're really there to be rescued themselves. They look through cage doors at discarded lives and don't see that they have discarded their own life. They don't see the invisible prison in which they live. Bob had slipped from being a being into a doing. Living in a state of doing had robbed him of a great deal of his life. So when we lose the sense of beingness, the heart beats with less vitality. Eventually, life's warmth seeps out and is replaced by apathy. But fortunately, Reverend Bob had a God awakening. I love the God in him. And I love the dog in him. And he loves the God in me. I just wanted you to know what the unconditional love of a dog can do. And the affirmation for that particular reading was, I'm not a human doing, I'm a human being.
It's number 5 in your songbook, Blessing to the World.
There is only one presence, one love, one divine entity that is everywhere present. God is and I am. This presence is me. This is me expressing. This is God expressing. I am one with God. and I tune into this. I am one with this. I am aware that I am one. And this awareness is my expression, my beauty, and my presence. I let it be. I let it flow through me, as me. I am one with God. I am the truth and the light for myself, and I let this be so. I let myself be free, open, in the flow of divine energy. I let it be so. I relax into this, knowing I am a spiritual being, knowing I am one with all that is. This is my truth, my word, and my presence. I am grateful for this life and this love that thrills through me, that expresses through me, that manifests into my life and my being. I am grateful. There is only one. In gratitude and in release, I release these words to the law of mind, letting it be so. And together we say, and so it is.
And now we're going to have a song from our band over here, the band. They were going to be the naked band today because it was so hot.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah,
All right,
the
I'll
air
just
is
keep
not working on
talking.
this side.
I'll keep talking. How are you this Sunday? Are you good? How are you? Good, good. Feeling the warmth of the universe. Yes. After all, there is only one thing going on here. It's all good. It's all great. It's all God.
We'd like to feel the air conditioner of the universe on this side of the room, though.
Yeah, they'd like to feel the air conditioner on that side. It is one hot Sunday here in Toronto. So for those of you watching online, wherever you are, and I believe we do have someone in Egypt watching, we have people at the cottage watching while they're sitting on the dock, and of course, Reverend Jay-Z, who's also watching. But shouldn't he be Jay-Z now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're Reverend Jay-Z. It's official as of today.
Yeah. Jay said.
Are you ready, Pierre?
I'm ready.
All
Yeah.
right, we'll pass it over to the band.
This is a song that I wrote called Go for a Ride. Driving down life's winding road, it might seem you've been paying the price, living someone else's dream. You've got to make it your own and take your rightful place upon your throne. And even if you've been beaten to the bone, you're more than who you are. You're a precious stone and you're alive. Just go for a ride. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. Yeah. Dirt, it may be stone, but whatever road that you're traveling on, pull the top down, crank the music, feel the wind in your hair, drive like there's no tomorrow, pain or sorrow, breathe the air, you're alive. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. suicide, you'll find a love. The love's inside. Don't let your love hide. Take your love for a ride. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. Yeah. On a plane, expand your brain, walk in the rain. Go for a ride. Go on a date, collaborate. Go for a ride. Right along to play a song. Go for a ride. Live with glee. You're alive. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. Yeah. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. Go for a ride. Go for a ride.
Thank you, Pierre, and the band. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Now, this morning, we have Helen De Nobrega giving our inspirational talk this morning. And Helen has been a part of the center for over 10 years, I think, now, and is a ministerial student, a practitioner intern, and part of the fabric of this center. So I would like us all to put our hands together and give a warm welcome to Helen De Nobrega.
Thank you. Thank you, Helen. Welcome. Welcome. So I'm going to talk today about limitation and breaking through limitation. And I'm being asked to move my, is that better? Thanks, Coach. And what limitation means. And hopefully send you home with a goodie bag of tools that'll help you in your own life. Because what it is about here is about being practical and living this truth and these teachings. So my story is that someone I loved committed suicide when I was very young. And I thought that would set me up for a life of sadness and tragedy. And I began a healing journey over 20 years ago. But 10 years ago, it really hit critical mass when I came here and I heard someone on this stage say, you can break through what you think is permanent. Because what we see as a limitation is really a box around us, right? And I want to tell you something about limitation before I go there. Someone told me that when they herd horses, they need to funnel them. And so what they'll do is set up 2 walls on either side. And they're very tall, very white walls. But what do you think they're made of? Paper. Paper. The horses see the wall and don't believe they can break through it. And because they're all going that same way, they all follow suit. And isn't that a metaphor for what happens in society to us? We're told we can't break through things, that we can't break out of this box of limitation. And indeed, sometimes when things don't happen in our lives, they think they're going to stay this way for a really long time. And I've talked to coaches who help people set goals. And they say one of the things that holds people back the most is not giving themselves enough time to achieve what they want. I had a dear friend say to me, you've achieved some pretty amazing things. And I'm like, yeah, I have. And I didn't know until I looked back. So I ask you to use my encouragement and hope that you can do what you hope for and you can move ahead in your life. And indeed, it is by looking back somewhat that we're inspired by what we've achieved, because so few of us acknowledge how far we've come. So I encourage you to do what I did, which is have a little box with everything you've always wanted, even if it takes 100 cards. So I go through that every once in a while and I review. I'm like, I did that, I did that, I did that. Because we don't acknowledge it. We just say, oh, that's done, next. So and also, I've been talking to people about how much transition is going on now. That change is really the norm. We want things to be stable, but what happens is that things change all the time. That is truly the only permanent thing. So I'm asking you not to be a positive thinker or pretend that challenge isn't happening in your life, but to ease into it. And I think that leaning into it and allowing it, you don't fight what's happening, right? So we like to call these challenges in our lives challenges or use really pretty words. I'm okay with calling them problems. I'm okay with the human condition, and I think that takes some stress off ourselves from being forced to be positive. And so I like to call them projects. And that means, what am I going to spend my time and energy on in the next little while in my life? How am I going to take this challenge, which is calling to me, to move to the next level and really create something new? And for a new idea to break out of limitation, you need to invest in a new idea. You see, when I first came here, I didn't even consider that dreams were possible. And did I think I'd ever be standing here sharing my experience with you? No way. So I talked to a friend this week and I said, how was it for you starting your own business? She's very successful. She said, I've never done anything more exciting. I had no idea I'd be this successful or how hard it would be. So there are challenges inherent in the road. And it's okay to admit those. But it's also a road into achieving what you want and going past that. And whether you use meditation, prayer, mentors, coaches, friends, all of these tools will collect to help you get through those previously thought barriers. And indeed, you can be that person for someone else. Everyone has their easy. My easy is relationships. I just make friends. I have a wonderful family, the love of my life. And it's just effortless for me. So you have an easy, whether it's work, raising your children, connecting to others, beautiful music that inspires. And you can be that inspiration for another person. You can give them hope. So I say pay it forward. It's not even a price. It's just sharing. So there's a place of transition where you've taken your foot off the rung of the ladder. You haven't quite stepped onto the next one. You've set this intention for yourself. And there's the in-between, what we call the gap. And there's uncertainty there. It's not knowing. It's not being sure. And again, that's transition. So what I'm telling you is that this box of limitation, it has a trap door, like a swing door. Good things come into your life, yes, but it also swings outwards. So you know that there's a break in that wall and a break in the box that allows you to step out of it. And sometimes that happens in big leaps where you jump a chasm, and sometimes it happens in small things. And I like to say small things are huge, because we tell ourselves, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, but it does. It matters profoundly. It matters that you spend your day connecting to every person who comes in front of you, whether that person is being a person of service, someone in your family, and that you cut them some slack. I really believe in that. And cut yourself some slack. Generosity and compassion towards ourselves is probably the one thing that I have clients coming to me and are challenged with. Like, why is it so hard? Why can't I get it done? Somebody said to me a few weeks ago, I can't be happy all the time. And I think I had to give voice to say, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be going through what you're going and be part of the human experience. And indeed, it's what makes you real. I mean, I stand here before you with tremendous life challenge, but I know I came through it. And I said that if I could come through it, I promised to use my life in some way to inspire others, to share my experience, to tell my truth, and to be straight up about it, to be honest. And I think you can do that too. So when you say I can't do something, it limits you. On some level, deeply, you've decided, I can't do this. This isn't for me. And so I'm asking you that when you say, I don't know what to do, you just maybe rephrase it a little. I don't yet see the picture. I don't yet see how this ends. I'm not quite clear on the outcome. Because we don't see the big picture at times, do we? This week, for the past 2 weeks, actually, my mom was quite ill. She had an infection that just wouldn't heal. We take her to the hospital, and there was antibiotics. And then she'd come back. Then we'd take her to the doctor and then to a clinic. And I sent out an email to everyone I knew, and I said, we could sure use your prayers because we need you to carry our family for just this little bit. And it was a turnaround point for her. And she, you know, we came home and we saw her in the garden. We said, we know when she's gardening that she's back. And she's enthusiastic, and she's the most loving, spiritual 75-year-old you'd ever meet. Everyone loves her who meets her. So it's stuff like that where you don't see an end. You get frustrated. You think it's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen probably in your timeline. It's not going to happen when you want or how you want. Maybe. It might as well. But there's some flow that unfolds in trust. And I was talking to a friend, and he said, you know, I've done this time and time again. I'm here, and I want to be there, and I know that there's this transition time. And once I go through it, I believe, and I'm okay with it. So why not believe in retrospect? Why not write down 10 good things that could come of this situation, whatever you're in? I promise you, when you pick that up a few months from now or even a few weeks from now, it will have come true. Because there's a trust and a patience that happens when life unfolds. And it's quite miraculous, to use that word. Meantime, the universe has your back, so let it carry you. And life can carry you when you don't see it. So I'm saying build your community. That's something we have here that's tremendously powerful and has worked for me. And when I needed to lean, you were all there for me. So thank you. And when you need to lean, we're here for you too. So if you're new here, just say hello to someone. And I've already said hello to some of you. And reach out and connect. Because I think human connection is one of the great gifts of why we're here. So make room for miracles. I mean, miracles are a shift in perception. So has anyone ever believed something and then it changed and now they believe something else? We have an exercise here. I used to believe ... and now I believe ... So has anyone had that experience? Okay, so you've already transformed. You've already broken through limitation, right? So you know it's possible. It's just you tell yourself sometimes not in this area. I used to believe that about relationships. And I decided to commit to learning something new and talking to people who've done it well. Thank you for being such a happily married couple there. Is it easy? Oh, yeah, right? There you go. Yeah. It may not be easy, but there's an easier way of being in it. And it does get better because there's a learning curve and there's an openness to new things. So what I hope to do and give you to take away with you is by turning the mind slightly, you open that door. By being available to a new idea and investing in it, you quiet the mind and you see things in a new way. So invest in your new idea. And what does investment mean? It entails risk. It does entail risk. So you're going to have to try something new. And you're going to have to let go. You don't have to, but you can choose to. So what I tell myself and what I would suggest you can tell yourself is I'm here now. and my desire to break through my current understanding. This is my desire, to break through my current understanding. So, is it true that you know all of the facts of any given situation? Is it? No. Have you known that in the past? Have you been surprised by life? By moments of joy and pockets of grace. So these are the small things that can keep you moving forward. Moments of joy, pockets of grace, gifts in the people around you, and you're being a gift to the people around you. You have that much power. By virtue of the fact that you've already arrived here, you have transcended tremendous things. I know, because you're a human being. And if you reach any human being at the heart level, you see how beautiful they are. And people come to me and say, you know, I'm working on this thing. I need you to see something I don't yet see. And I can see it for you. And you can see it for me when I don't. Okay, so whether you study, pray, go to inspirational talks, or, you know, talk to mentors and coaches, they're just a little ahead of your curve, your learning curve, right? They just have a little bit more information, maybe a lot, that maybe you haven't explored yet. So I challenge you to see yourself as that person. And it doesn't mean you go and preach to people. It means your way of being is the example that gives them encouragement. And sometimes we don't know how much of an influence we have on other people's lives. I certainly didn't until people said that to me. And it encouraged me to go forward. And so I encourage you to go forward. I encourage you that trap door in the box of limitation, it swings inwards when things come in. But when you're open to it, it opens for you. Thank you very much.
All right. It is time in our service where we give back to the center. For those of you, I know I had my little stick here. You can have your little tithing stick. If you are in the Count Me In program, you can pick up your stick right out at the bookstore, and you put that in every time to acknowledge that you are contributing to the center on a regular basis, and it just comes out automatically through your bank account, which really supports the center in knowing where they stand financially. And any contribution is always greatly appreciated. As Reverend Jonathan says, it is far better to give from the heart than to give out of obligation. It's the energy of which you give from. And of course, when we give from our heart and we give for the sake of giving, then we're always blessed. Things come back to us in tenfold from where we give. So I'm going to ask you all to stand, and we're going to sing our song, I Love. It is on the front cover of your songbook. The words are printed there. And Judy and Jim will pass along the basket.
I live, I breathe, I give, I receive.
of gratitude. There is only one presence, and it is abundance. It is plenty. It is a source of love. It is the love that is everywhere present. And I know that the gifts in these baskets is an expression of divine love that is multiplied, pressed down, and overflowing. And as I speak these words for the center, I am grateful for these expressions of joy and love, these expressions of giving, the flow of love that is everywhere present. And I know that this money is used and employed and given in the highest and best intention and in love. I am grateful for this flow of energy that comes in and goes out, ever present, ever abundant, and ever fruitful. In gratitude and in love, I say thank you to each and every one. In gratitude, I release these words to the law of mind, knowing it is done, and so we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Margaret Ann, and thank you, Jim and Judy. There are a number of thank yous this morning. Thank you to Jim and Derek for greeting this morning. Thank you, Judy, for your beautiful reading. Thank you, Margaret Ann, you were in the bookstore today, and thank you for your beautiful treatments. Our practitioner is also Margaret Ann. You're doing double duty, but Helen and I are here to treat as well, if you would like treatment. And in the sound booth today, we have Brian and Nick. Thank you, guys. Behind the camera there is Tony running out the camera and making sure the live streaming goes smoothly. So thank you, Tony. And I'd also like to say thank you to the band, Pierre, Tanis, Patrick, and Rudy on drums. Thank you. And Brian for being on bass and also doing double duty, sound booth and bass. Thank you. And now, to close out our morning, let's join together and let's focus our attention on knowing there is only one truth. So let's join together to know and embody in this present moment that there is the divine creative intelligence of spirit, light, God, love, that is everywhere present. It brings us to this place of oneness. And so in this moment, embodying this moment of presence, this moment of oneness, this moment of grace, I know that this divine creative intelligence, first cause, God, is the impulse within each one of us to open our hearts to the infinite power of love, to be love, to be light, to be an inspiration, to live in truth with authenticity and grace, and inspire others to bring abundance, peace, and joy to this planet. This center that is a divine idea in the mind of God, these teachings, they are the embodiment of love, of truth, of light. And for this, I am truly grateful. Grateful for each and every person here today. I say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your divinity, your energy of love and light to this present moment. Breathing in the infinite love and light of this universe. Knowing that yes, there is only one mind, and we are all this beautiful expression of it. I know that these words are impressed into the law of mind, And as they are spoken, it is done. And there is only one answer from the universe. And the universe says, yes. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. You are it. You are it. It is done. So in grace and gratitude, I let it go. I let it be so. And together we say, and so it is.
When I forget, we are one, and I regret things that I've done. I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be, as I fill my mind with peace. I feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am when things go wrong and my way is dark, and when I lose my song and life breaks my heart, I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be, as I fill my mind with peace. I feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. In this moment, I am
Beautiful. Thank you. I would once again like to thank Helen De Nobrega for your talk this morning. Thank you very much. And I would also like to thank all of you for being here today. May your day be blessed. May your week be blessed. We'll see you here next Sunday. Reverend Jonathan will be back. Yay! Yay! We missed him.
Yeah.
And have a very blessed week. Namaste. And to finish off, we are going to sing number 65 in your songbook, Bright Side of the Road.
the bright side of the road.
We will meet you once again on the bright side of the road. Little darling, come with me.
Little darling, come with me.
Won't you help me share my load?
Won't you help me share my load?
From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road. And into this life we're born. And baby, sometimes we don't know why. And time seems to go by so fast. In the blinking of an eye. Let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
Won't you help me sing my song?
Won't you help me sing my song?
Little darling, come along to the bright side of the road. And into this life we're born. Baby, sometimes we don't know why. And time seems to go by so fast. In the twinkling of an eye. Let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
Won't you help me sing my song?
Won't you help me sing my song?
Little darling, come along to the bright side of the road. From the dark end of the street,
From the dark end of the street
to the bright side of the road.
to the bright side of the road.
We will meet you once again on the bright side of the road. We will meet you once again on the bright side of the road. We will meet you once again on the bright side of the road.